Green Bay Packer star just exposed what he caught anti-American Seahawks player doing behind scenes. Jermichael Finley spoke with TMZ and criticized Marshawn Lynch and Michael Bennett's protest of the national anthem. Finley, the former Green Bay Packer who has won a Super Bowl, had some harsh words for the athletes protesting the flag and national anthem. Finley believes the protest is a marketing scheme for Lynch and Bennett. He believes it's not in their heart to really care about social justice. Perhaps Kaepernick was legit on his protest because he's still going on with it, but look what happened as a result of it. He's struggling to find a job. Even though Kaepernick would be a better backup than guys like Mark Sanchez, he still can't get on a team because there's a disconnect between himself and some owners, fans. Finley just doesn't care. He's been there. He's won. He would have had a longer career if not for injuries cutting him short. Finley believes it's all a way to generate talk and get a free buzz going about the league. It's almost like there are people sitting or kneeling for the national anthem just to get themselves on television. There's a lot more players taking a knee too, but they're basically nobody's, so people aren't reporting it or talking about it much on social media. When a player who no one knows about takes a knee for the national anthem, then no one really notices or cares. Hey, who's that bum over there? Oh? He's on the team? I had no idea. Ex-NFL player Jermichael Finley says Marshawn Lynch and Michael Bennett don't give a damn about social justice, telling TMZ Sports their national anthem protests are shameless publicity stunts. We talked to Finley, whose Super Bowl-winning career with Green Bay was cut short by injury, and he told us he doesn't believe any of the guys who are sitting actually care about the issues. It's more of marketing. It's not really in their heart that they really want to do that. But once again, I think it's a selfish reason. I really do. Finley's take is essentially, it's hard for star players to get individual attention, and guys like Bennett, Lynch, and Kaepernick need to be controversial to stay relevant. JF even takes it a step further on, going full Michael Vick, saying it's about time do something with that revolutionary afro. As for what guys can do if they really care about social justice, Finley has a thought: call Obama. Is Jermichael Finley correct? Is the protest of the national anthem all just a marketing ploy to gather free press? Or are the athletes serious when it comes to social justice? We know Kaepernick has given back to his community and donated money to various places, but what about Lynch and Bennett? What are they doing to better the community and give back to the fans? Are they doing anything? If not, then why not? Why protest and not lead by example off the field? Finley had a good argument, but he jarred it by mentioning Kaepernick's big hair. People's hair doesn't dictate their actions or make them more or less of a person. But Kaepernick is the quarterback wandering around wondering when and if a team will sign him. I'd sign him over Mark Sanchez, as a backup at league minimum, but I wouldn't sign him as a starter. If he played well enough to take over the starting role, then so be it. The funny thing about the NFL is this: people can commit any crime or protest they want, but as long as the player does well on the field, then no one cares anymore. We should stop being two-faced fans who refuse to condemn people based on their performance in the game. How many players in the NFL have criminal records and they're still allowed to be on the team and earn millions? A lot of players are convicted criminals. But who cares, right? As long as our team does well and I win at fantasy football, then what do I care? Well, the truth is, I don't. I don't care what any of the players do. Whatever an athlete does on their spare time is really none of my business. What they do on the field, now that's my business. I want to see a good show, and a good show, to me, does not include disrespecting the American flag. Americans have the freedom to protest whatever they like, but that doesn't mean they should protest the American flag and national anthem during professional football games. How about the athletes keep their politics out of my entertainment? If I want to watch a weakling social justice warrior on television, then I'll just turn on CNN. Or maybe I'll drive around town to the nearest anti-Trump rally. Do these people ever have a life of their own? Do they ever accomplish anything? I don't think they do. I don't agree with athletes protesting the national anthem during sporting events, But I do respect their right to enact their own American freedom in their freedom of speech. If I condemn that entirely, then I condemn my own freedom of speech, which I obviously love dearly. I disagree with them, but I don't want their freedom taken away because then mine might go with it. It's perfectly okay for us to dislike their actions, but we cannot infringe on their freedoms because then we risk losing our own. The proper solution is to tell the athletes to shut up and play the game. If I was a millionaire athlete, then I wouldn't care about any of this nonsense. You won't find me causing problems. I'll be too busy cashing checks and living my life to worry about protesting this or that. No thanks, show me the money. Watching Marshawn Lynch sit during the national anthem was a disrespectful letdown. I've always liked him as an athlete, and I respect his choices, but I cannot agree with them at all. I've reached out to Marshawn Lynch on Twitter to discuss this, but he hasn't replied. I don't think he will either. He's brave enough to protest the flag in front of all these Americans, but he won't talk to me about it. Thank you for watching this video. What do you think about this? Share this on Facebook and Twitter along with your comments.